everyone. I am going to review for you the new improved Sea Eagle Easy Lite 10 inflatable boat. First, spoiler alert, it is fantastic. It is so much better, in my opinion, than their earlier iteration of the Easy Lite 10. They are bar none the best customer service I have ever experienced. They just are so responsive and so generous, and really a great company to buy from because their customer service is excellent. So that said, this boat is amazing. There are several upgrades from the original Easy Lite 10, which is why I wanted this new one. My old Easy Lite 10 was only a year old, but I saw this and I was like in love, because the upgrades were exactly the things that I noticed on the older Easy Lite that really were issues. So first of all, I love to do intercoastal waterway kayaking, and all the experts told me, no, you shouldn't take the Easy Lite out on intercoastal waterway, but I don't always listen to people. I was very careful, but I did. And does it take on some water? Yeah, if there's a really big wave, it'll crash over the very low bow, but nothing that ever swamped me. I am an experienced kayaker. That probably helps. I also have put my my waterproof, what's called a waterproof backpack that lays horizontally across the bow, and it actually will break all but the highest waves so that they don't come into the boat. I think Sea Eagle should maybe design some sort of easy snap-on acrylic, like, triangular shaped, tall, clear bow breaker, wave breaker, that would just snap onto the front of the boat. So that's my suggestion to you, Sea Eagle. But I want to talk about the upgrades and this boat. Right now I've got an 8-mile-an-hour wind at my back, and I'm cruising along at like 3.5 or more miles an hour. I went out against the wind, and I could do 3, but I was working pretty hard. But it's an 8-mile-an-hour wind. No problem at all doing like 2.5 miles an hour against an 8-mile-an-hour wind. And that is just with the swept deck skeg, which I believe is what came with this boat. The original skeg that comes with the boat is straight up and down, and I think it was 9 inches deep, 9 inches long. So it really hampered how close to shore you could get to dock or whatever. So I really like the swept deck keg, which I think is only like 4 inches deep, but it keeps the boat. You can probably see I'm not weaving back and forth much at all against the main door with the wind. It's very stable boat. I feel very secure in it. It would be very hard, I would think, to tip this boat over. They now have, back to the intercoastal waterway, and why I think the upgrades are really great for me, because I do spend a lot of time on intercoastal waterway. They now have 3 air chambers. It's the wonderful hard drop stitch construction throughout the boat, so it paddles a lot, just like my hard shell. It does struggle a little bit more against wind or against a strong current, but you can replace the skeg for those times with the Bixby electric motor, super lightweight. It's in the back of my boat right now in case I need it. It just slides right into the skeg mount. Super easy, and I found that I could go against I was going against 17-mile-an-hour headwinds and against the current in this boat in intercoastal waterway with the Bixby motor, and it did fine. So it wasn't going super fast, but it was fine. You just gotta try and avoid oyster beds, which is easy to do. They're along the shore. You see them, and if you don't see them if it's high tide, you just know to stay you know, 10 feet or something from the shore where the oyster shells would be. But yeah, still, I was a little nervous going in a boat that could be punctured when I know there's oyster beds. And this new Easy Lite 10 has 3 chambers that you inflate. So you'd have to work hard to burst all 3 chambers and totally have no buoyancy. So I feel much more confident being on this boat with the 3 chambers. There's also now a drain plug, which is a great addition, because getting that last bit of water out is never super easy when you're just trying to turn the boat upside down, because the sides of the boat trap the water against the floor. But with the drain plug, that's not going to happen. You'll be able to drain the boat completely, which is great. Some of the other wonderful additions to this boat, it's lighter, which for me, a very small woman, is really a big deal. I think it was 25 pounds before, now I think it's 23, and I had absolutely no trouble lifting it from my car to the dock. Just holding it by, really, it's got 3 straps inside the boat, one on each side and one in the middle, and you just put it under your arm and carry it by the middle strap. Super easy, even for an old, small woman like me. I'm going to try and show you, a boat did just go by, but the waves probably aren't big enough to show you how it handles waves. It handles waves shockingly well, however. Before I show you the front and the back, I'll grab my camera and try and show you what the front and the back of the boat looks like. Another new and really great addition to it is a more open front and back. So there's a whole lot of storage room. It has foot pedals, which I love. It is so much easier to paddle with foot pedals, and I don't know of any other inflatable that has foot pedals, and they're totally adjustable, super easy to install. And I don't know if this is true or not, but it seems like the sides of the boat are a little bit lower, and therefore it's easier to paddle without hitting the sides, but also my feet just hit at a better place on the foot pedals. They're hitting at exactly the right place, whereas before, with the older boat, for some reason my feet were hitting at the toes, and my toes would go numb. So I want to show you now the front and back of the boat. I have paddle boarded on this boat. Not the new one, but on the old one. Super easy, very stable. So here is, I hope you can see at the front of the boat, the pedals. You can see my my backpack. So you can strap things to the front, and then let's see if I can show you the back. Gotta get my cord. Okay, so the back of the boat has a lot more, try and turn around. You know, there's my Bixby motor in that bag. I strap my wheelies on the back so I can go if I want to get out at shore. But tons and tons of room in the back, which is really very helpful, because the older boat didn't have all that storage area. So let's see, what else can I tell you? I love it. It's super maneuverable. It goes fast. It paddles with very little weaving back and forth, just like any 10-foot hard shell. And lightweight, and just all the bells and whistles with an incredible company with great customer service. Love this boat. Love Sea Eagle. And I hope that was helpful for any of you that are thinking about what inflatable boat you might want to buy.